We are back. You're listening to Real Side on GCN Live. Always a pleasure to have you with me. 855 Real Joe. 855-732-5563. Get involved in the conversation, okay? You know, one of my favorite sayings used to be, don't just sit there drooling all over yourself, but actually think, get involved, do a little homework. You know, if I've got to spoon feed you, if we have to spoon feed you, it's not going to work. They do it on the left. They do it to their people all the time, and look what we ended up with, right? So I've asked Brooke McGowan to join me. She's a co-founder of the MAGA Institute, as well as a Hawaiian Women for Trump group called, all right, don't laugh at me, Brooke. I'm going to try. Wahine for Trump. What is a wahine?
That was close.
Oh, okay.
Well, the Hawaiian word for woman is wahine. And that is what we're doing out here. We are supporting our president. Every month we meet. We're blowing up with numbers. It's great. We have a great camaraderie. You got to be around your own people, and it's a wonderful thing to do. So we love our president, and we're supporting him in Hawaii. Believe it or not.
Well, that's a fight. That's the same fight we have here in California. So I know what that's like.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
All right. So what I brought you on for was socialized medicine. We just keep hearing from Bernie and everybody else on the left that we're missing out. You know, every nation that cares about its people brings on nationalized medicine and socialized medicine.
Sure.
Well, nationalized medicine, but
yeah, sure. Same.
Right. So let's look at Cuba. Let's look at truly what goes on in
Canada.
Yeah. So
right.
Why don't you talk a little bit about that? Why isn't socialized medicine work? Why won't it work for us here in well, it doesn't work anywhere, but why won't it work for us here in America?
It doesn't work well, sure. Well, it does, as you say, it doesn't work anywhere. When anybody says to me, well, we need to be like, I don't know, Norway or Sweden, and then you look at the statistics, things are bad. Things are bad, really, really bad. Canada, our closest neighbor, you see a young girl at 18, 19 years old waiting for a bed even and dies while she's waiting for a bed. So, and this is happening time and time and time again. So it's not a rarity for the UK to have issues with their socialized, nationalized, universal health medicine. Healthcare, we call it here, but that's not healthcare. The Obamacare and what insurance companies have done is not healthcare. You are responsible for your own healthcare. What they're talking about is the bottom dollar. The insurance companies have an interest. Obviously, you are a customer. You are not a patient. You're only a patient to your doctor. You are just a customer. You're just a dollar. It's just about their bottom line. So now what we're talking about, we see even the president tweeted about it today, is surprise medical billing, which that just means, you think you're in network and you go to the hospital and you have a procedure done and you get your bill in 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks, and it's $2,000 to $5,000 more than you ever expected because of these surprise medical billing. People are out of network that they're sending in. So we think that insurance companies are trying to make up for where they've lacked in the past. So it is a struggle for Americans, and we've got to change it.
Brooke, I just got bit by that, I'll say for the first time, but where I just found out, I couldn't figure out why my doctor kept sending me this bill, but guess what happened? He's no longer in their group. So what happens now is the guy that I've been going to for years and years and years, I can't go to him unless I have some kind of condition that I want to see him. I can't just go for my regular checkup. But they don't make that clear, and people don't realize some of their premiums. Remember, what was it supposed to be? It was supposed to be the price of your cell phone bill. Well, my cell phone bill isn't $400, $500, $600 a month for my own bill. Do you know what I'm saying? It's amazing.
Right. We had, when we were living, we're in Hawaii now, but when we were living in Oklahoma, my husband's insurance was $6,800 per person deductible and still $800 a month in premium. So you can't tell me that this is helpful. We know that Obama lied during the whole Obamacare thing. $2,500 off your insurance. Your bills. You can have your doctor. If you want your doctor, you can keep your doctor. It's been nothing but lies. And like you just said, you were surprised. You didn't know. They don't give you any forewarning. They give you the after effect. The bill comes later.
Yeah, and it's very painful when it lands on in your mailbox. But again, Americans, and I am so on board with you with vetting candidates and that kind of thing. But I'm going to throw this at you. We Americans don't pay attention anymore. We are so inundated with a tweet, with a text. Our information comes across. In the old days, you saw a headline and you kind of tried to put it together for yourself, but you could actually read the rest of it. Now you can't. By the time you go look for that tweet or you go look for that, it's been pushed down so far, you really don't know what the story is. And most Americans are a victim, of their last tweet. How are you going to get this information out to them? How are we going to get them to understand that this medical care is really not going to be there for you?
Right. Well, it is all about who we send to DC, Joe. It's totally all about that. They say that necessity is the mother of all invention. And I've been the person that, whether I lived in Virginia, North Carolina, Oklahoma, and now Hawaii, I've been the person a ton of people will come to and say, I don't know who to vote for, help me who to vote for. So the invention part of it is where we decided, hey, we need to do something to help the whole electorate, not just the people in Oklahoma, North Carolina, or Hawaii, but the whole electorate. That's why we launched MAGA Institute. And what we are doing is a specialized scrutiny of every candidate that's running for. Right now we're concentrating on the House. We're going to turn our attention to the Senate, but there's so many candidates running for the House. And as you know, there are 5 states that have their primary on March 3rd. That's Alabama, Arkansas, North Carolina, Texas, and California. So we're concentrating on those states right now. But the important thing is that we are, you look at a field of 15 candidates, and like there's one Texas House seat with 15 candidates. Every single one of them that's the Republican says, I'm the only true conservative on the ballot. I'm the only true conservative in this race. And we know that not to be true because, Joe, we live in reality, and we know that they're either backed by the establishment, they're backed by Chamber, which is interested in big labor, which is interested in open borders. So we have to scrutinize and carefully select. And we are offering at MAGA Institute, we are offering whoever is following what we believe to be the America First agenda, we're offering them a MAGA Institute certification. That means that there may be more than one person in that race of 15 that qualifies and meets the MAGA First agenda, but at least the people can have, a first place to look, a first place to go, okay, there are 3 candidates in my race, and I need to take a look and see, what is it they believe in. And just really, really do the important vetting. And we have a team of volunteers that is doing that for us right now across the whole country. It's exciting. You can hear how energized I am by this because this is the thing I've always done. And finally, I'm teaching other people how to do it. We have a team of volunteers that are doing that and that are informing the electorate because that's what it's all about. We need an informed electorate.
No, I agree with you. People don't pay attention. You know what else we need? I'm going to talk about this on the other side of the break. What we need is not just an informed electorate, but Christians, because you're a conservative Christian, I'm a conservative Christian, but they don't pay attention. They don't do their homework.
I know.
And then they wonder why we have post-birth abortion. We'll talk more about that on the other side of the break.
Right.
Joe Messina, your host. Don't go far. Brooke McGowan is going nowhere. She'll be with us right after the break. Brooke McGowan joins me. She's the co-founder of the MAGA Institute, as well as a Hawaiian Woman for Trump group called, you ready for this? Wahine for Trump. How'd I do? Come on, tell me I did good.
It was great. That's awesome.
Oh, that's
mahalo, as they say.
Oh God! You know what? I can't keep up with I can't even speak English, really, Brooke. This is really tough for me to be. Now you're asking me to do all this other stuff. So let's finish up our discussion about what you call it, the surprise medical building. And people, if you want more information about Brooke, you can go to about the medicine. StopSocializedMedicine.org. StopSocializedMedicine.org. Write it down and head over there after the show. Don't get all involved now. But you're right about the surprise medical building. Too many people are caught off guard by it. And what really irritates me is people on the left who were promised medical fees that were no more than a cell phone bill. They're not complaining about any of this. You know what I'm saying? It makes me nuts.
No. Right. Well, they're too distracted by impeachment.
Oh, there you
and
go.
Whatever
Right.
else they're trying to do to get Trump, they're so far too distracted.
It's really great though. They're talking about impeachment 2.0, and I'm saying go for it. That way, keeps you off the streets. It keeps you away from all the other issues that you could get. You could cause a problem with. All right. Let's go back to the. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to do a real quick plug about people all across the country need to make. I feel like, and you may feel this way too. I think the Democrat Party is going to implode this year. So if you don't have somebody on the ballot, like I know in California you've got 53 seats. What is it? 92% of them are Democrats. Well,
Oh.
there are no Republicans on that ballot on several of them, and it's too late now for California because the filing deadline is over and March 3rd is the primary. But other states still have the opportunity. Find out if there's Democrats that are, it's maybe a Democrat plus 22, whatever type of district. Get a name on the ballot, because if the party does implode, then there is an option in November. There will be an option, and we're gonna flip the House anyway. But wouldn't it be great to flip it really hard?
We're going to take it all back. I believe, totally believe that really the Democrats shot themselves in the foot with this, and I really believe that we're going to get back everything. And hopefully this time, frankly, Brooke, we won't screw it up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, that's why it's important to vet at this issue, at this juncture prior to primaries. That's why MAGA Institute is doing the job that the Republican Party can't and won't do. We are scrutinizing. We are combing through their histories. We're looking at if they've been a public official. We're looking at their voting record. We're reading reading everything they've written, watching everything they've said, because people will lie to your face and have 2 months ago said something completely different. We are calling all of that out. We are giving certifications to those who warrant it.
Yeah, I think this year, and I know some of my friends don't agree with me, but there are many of my conservative friends that do. In looking at what's going on in society as a whole, this year for a conservative candidate, one of the top things you need to be strong on is the sanctity of life, willing to protect the life in the womb. I believe that. I believe this is going to be a big issue in this year's election cycle. You think I'm wrong?
Amen. No, you're not wrong at all, especially with as crazy as we've seen New York and Virginia's governors become. So, yeah, absolutely an imperative issue. If you're not standing for life, you're on the side of the devil. I can't even say anything better than that. They're talking about killing babies after they've been born. What else are they going to do? I mean, they're already saying that, population control, that you need to, off yourself at 80. These people are demonic, Joe. It's time to get them out.
To my Christian friends, I want you to think about something. They are sacrificing babies after birth. Post-birth abortion. There's no cord attached. The baby's laying on a table. It fought through an abortion attempt and it's still alive. We can't allow that. That's what they're telling you. Think about when that happened before. You're right, Brooke. It is demonic. There's no other way to speak of it. It's demonic. Brooke, where do people find out more information about you? I know you're tight on time.
Awesome. Thank you. On Facebook, MAGA Institute is a public page. We were private for a while we were building up the entity, and now we're a public page. So they can find me on Facebook, MAGA Institute. If you'd like to be a part of our army of volunteers, reach out to me through that. We will have a website up by CPAC, that's magainstitute.com. But also, let's reiterate, the StopSocializedMedicine.org is the website to go to if you're interested in telling your representative. There's a zip code there. You can get straight to your representative and tell them, find a better solution. The Lamar Alexander solution that's right now in the House is not going to suffice, because just like California, you've seen rural hospitals are going out of business and doctors are losing their practices because of this. So we've got to definitely get involved.
Crazy stuff. Anyway, Brooke, thanks so much for being with me. I appreciate your time.
God bless you. Thank you, Joe.
You too.